Oh, shoot.
It's a human sign when things go wrong, when the scent of her lingers and temptation strong into the boundary of each married man. Sweet deceit comes calling, negativity lands. Cold, cold heart, hard done by you. Something's looking better, baby, just passing through. And it's no
Sacrifice.
just a simple
Love
it's two hearts living
into different worlds.
it's no sacrifice, no
Sacrifice.
it's no sacrifice at all. Mutual misunderstanding after the fact. Sensitivity build a prison.
Good morning, Bill. That was a good one. Good morning, Parker.
We lose
Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Michael. Luis Ramirez. Buenos dias. Catherine. There she is. Michael Doer. An MVP. Cappy. Exception. You're exceptional. Wherever you've on, wherever you come up. Kenny Cam. And Grady. Pretty Kim. Marilyn. As usual. Liddy Ladran and Stags. Turtling it up. An MVP. Kenny is censored. He's a scientist. He's already been busy this morning, by the way. Ben and Trev. There you go. There they are. They're everywhere. Hit those like buttons. Hit those like buttons. It's not a sacrifice. It's a pretty version. Hey, this Ed Sheeran can sing. There you go, MVP. Good morning, Vaggie. Naughty. Give me 5 people that liked that song this morning. And we're going to play another one. You ready? Where's that other one? Here we go. That's a pretty good song. It's no sacrifice at all.
Much better. Here comes Bob on here.
Wait.
Seriously. Go for the handful.
Good morning, Jesus. Little bit funny. Feeling inside. I'll let them sing. This was on TV last night and it blew me away. I had to go find it and share it. I did. I'll buy a big house where the tea crew could live. That's a good one. Then again, no. This is how Pop sings. I'm like that guy right there. I know, Pen. I thought my best I can do. This one's for you. Be quiet, simple but Parker. Mind, I hope you don't mind, but I'll put down in words. Love for life is with the T crew in my world. Now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. How wonderful life is with the T crew in my world. Good morning, you're in my world.
Round-bodied,
Beautiful.
and voice. It sounds cozy and it sounds like home. And it does, but for both.
Good morning. This is for Kim. I saw Kim's comment a couple of days ago. She was unsatisfied with the opening morning music. What do you think now, Kim? You okay with that, Kim? What do you think, Kim? You being okay is very, very important to me. Once more for the second time, I lost E. Kim? There you go, dear. Excuse me. You funny people. Kim has not been pleased with Pop's music so far. Oh, she let us know, didn't she? So it's thanks to Kim, you guys got your music back. You guys can all thank Kim. Good morning, Kim. Et al. And everybody. Pardon me. Just trying to get rid of a little bit of that glare on my glasses. Never winter befores. There goes Ben's like, thank you, Kim. It's about time. That's a JCBB. Kim pulled it off. Kim has a lot of pull here. You guys don't know. If she says something to me, I'm like, gosh, Kim, pretty Kim said so. MVP and Kim, there's a power couple. You know they'd be about, yeah. You know they'd probably be the first people I'd vote off the island. Not because you don't like them. Not because you don't like them. Because you'd certainly like them. They're very likable. But power couples, we all know that's, you could hear Ruff playing in the background. He thinks that Kim has a lot of power too. You get rid of the, yeah, I lost. You get rid of the power couples. It's just the way it works. I'm sorry about that. You have to be a lot slyer about what couple you're coupled up with. If you're going to couple up and you still want to stay on the island. Okay? You know, Michael, Nipper, let's talk about Michael. Michael is the little baby puppy that is staying over at the grow house. Michael's going to grow up and live at the grow house. I mentioned just barely yesterday that we have expanded a little bit, and we do have somebody that on salary that lives at that property, and we have allowed that to have a dog over there. Even though not a big fan of a dog in a grow house situation, I think we could keep it clean. So you will see a lot of pictures of that dog on occasions. And then we'll also get he and Ruff together. They'll do a lot of hanging out. But anyways, he's the pup that goes to the other house. Okay? So we have 2 puppies now. I couldn't help it. It wasn't really even my choice. I was like, yes, I'll let you. It's all right, go ahead. Do you guys remember yesterday we were talking? I was kind of got carried away with the idea of remembering that the whole purpose to be here, the whole purpose for anything to do with mycology in my life. Other people have a right to do it the way they want, and then I get to sit on my throne of judgment and say, you're wrong, don't do it like that, and you should do it like me. And I'm wrong to do that. At the end of the day, I'm wrong to do that. At the end of the day, I just have to be responsible for how I act. And I apologize, because probably the last couple of days I've been putting mine on yous. Let me talk to I'm just going to, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because we have 3 really nice giveaways to go here today. All right? So it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. I have a new game to play with you guys. But let's talk about our mission. And it's important for me, was yesterday. It continues to be important that I really clarify what my mission here is. Because I get carried away myself. I told you guys it was last October. I hit the wall. I crashed and burned because I was flying too high, too fast, too far, and I got full of myself. You guys remember that? You guys remember I had to start from scratch again back in October. And we're doing quite well as a result. Learned some lessons along the way. Hell, guess what? This has been a week of lessons for me again. It's been a thing where I have to reevaluate who I am, why I do this. Hey, do you remember that? It wasn't that long ago if you think about it, and we're flying high from that. Am I flying too close to the sun again? Do you know what I mean? Struggle with me, my friends, this morning. We have to watch ourselves if we're flying too close to the sun and we turn out to be Oregon, etc. We turn out to be a snake oil salesman. We turn out to be a number counter. We turn out to be all these things that you've been running your whole life away from. I used to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. And here I am doing it again. Got to watch that. And that's where, like, for the last couple of days, I'm have a hard time being super fun right now because I'm super sincere. You could ask Brock. I want to read a couple of things. Is that okay with you guys? Let me read this to you. You guys are pretty amazing. See, Brock's a chip off the old block. He's a Brock off the old block. Brock is a block off the old block. He struggles with some of the stuff too. We don't want to make money. And yet, Brock might have a bill he has to pay, so now where do we go? Forget that. If I'm going to put something together, it costs a couple of dollars to get it out the door. The capsule, the packaging, it costs a couple of dollars to just get it out the door. How much of that are you supposed to recover and how much are you not? At what level does it become I'm gouging people, and at what level does it become this is fair? Why do we do it is the first question. Has to be my first question. Why do we, let's say Brock and myself, why do we grow mushrooms? And whatever our motive is, that's the one we want to advance. We grow mushrooms to educate people, entertain. We really try hard to be goofy and entertain. But we grow it to educate people, entertain them, and watch them grow. They'll grow either by growing mushrooms, by microdosing, by getting involved in self-help programs. They'll do something. But those are your 3 plank reasons on our mission statement. Educate, entertain, and promote the network. Might get another reason, because it's what I like. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it. It's a good one. And I also like it. I should say I love it. I should say I'm passionate, because it's found me the first place in my life that I want to do it right. Do you know I was programmed to be a hustler? I was programmed to be a killer. I was programmed to be a drug dealer. I was programmed to take advantage of people. I was programmed to whoever has the biggest boat wins. I was programmed. These are real programs that were put in you. You must be the top student in the class. This is in your program. Don't come home without an A or you're getting a black eye. 6th grade. Dad popped me in the eye because I brought home a B. You're better than that. You didn't try. Well, he was right. I was goofing off. These are the things I was programmed for. We're programmed for. And then we find some sacred object and we're going to use it too? Yeah, that's our natural program. We're breaking that program here. You guys help us. I swear to God, I have to be responsible. I can't sit in front of you and take advantage of you. You guys help us break programs. We help you break programs. This is a program breaking machine here. Good morning, Pops. Look at this. Look at this reprogramming guy. We have a reprogrammer here. This guy's reprogramming. Is this an okay subject for you guys for the next 5 minutes or so? Is it, please? We're going to talk about a little mycology. I have some nice readings out of our radical mycology. I'm not going to do this all day. But I need you guys, I need to do it. I'm reprogramming. We were programmed to be a different group. And yet we come here and we're like, gosh, this feels good getting reprogrammed this morning. Good morning, Pops. Yesterday, Brock mentioned he was smoking stuff that he had no idea how it was growing. I hate to hear that. I would like to send him some clean grown to help him get by till his plants produce. I grow way more than I could ever use. And I provide medicine for friends and family. This is reprogrammed. This guy's been reprogrammed. You know how many people grow way more and they bag it up and they sell it for more than to their friends and family? I grow more than I could ever use. Is the address on my package the same one? Let me know. NERS reached out to the crew yesterday about RSO after surgery. Seems like a legit request for help. And if you think it's reasonable, I would like to help. I have plenty to share. And I'm not looking for anything in return. Your thoughts on this would be appreciated. Here's a commercial. Now we segue to a commercial. Niffer Mama and I have been using the spawn caps for microdosing. and they are working quite well. We gave extras that you sent to family members to try. Hopefully they will benefit from it. By the way, the ODP are the ones they have worked the best for both of us. Amazing euphoria and relaxation and a sense of well-being. Nature. Thanks for providing the opportunity to try different genetics. Thanks for all that you do, Pops. It means a lot. That comes from Clean Grow. Cleanie here. Thank you, Cleanie. Thank you, Cleanie. We're going to talk about those capsules here because it's a commercial now. We're going to talk about those capsules here in a minute. Hey, Pops. I know you're super busy and embarking on many amazing things and healing many of those around you. Isn't that beautiful, Cleanie? I'm out. I'm doing it, Pops. Hell yeah. Reprogrammed. And then we got Nipper. Nipper hangs out with Cleanie, I think. I know you're super busy and you're embarking on many amazing things and healing many of those around you. We all are. You're healing me. You've given help directly to me before, and I've seen and know of how you graciously gift help to many during the show. I want to trust myself in the down manner I tend at times when I'm feeling nervous or awkward about the conversation at hand or worrying about thoughts of others. To wrap it up, like many, I'm struggling. Housing, job. My mental health is definitely seeing an ugly side show itself. I was doing okay for a bit dosing. I saw a difference. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep it up monetarily. However, I got my 2 tubs to start my own mush family. I started 2 tubs, Pops. They were a gift from a friend. I have some substrate on the way. It was a gift too. I just have to find some liquid culture. Any at the moment would work. LOL. I've had good luck getting spawn to start with that. So I'm going to ask a favor. Or another kind act of you. Is there any possibility of any fruit you've had for a long time, and I mean long, like forgotten and found again? Oh, sweet. No, I don't have any forgotten and I found it and I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't have any forgotten fruit hanging around. And I mean long, like forgotten. Anything you'd spare for very cheap and that you just want to see it gone. Same for any liquid culture that you might have that's almost at a point of no return. I really would appreciate you and all the Mush family. Thank you for the time to read this. Hope your day's well and dreams are vivid, and I won't tell you who wrote it. That's so beautiful. Look at Brock. Are you kidding me? How many syringes of LC do I'm putting together a whole pack? This is why we're here. So, I mean, lay around hiding in a closet you forgot about. We do that with plates, but we don't do that with the actual fruit. Okay, well, then we might be asking some of us, we have a plate around or two that's fruiting, but not the actual fruit itself. Usually, Tab finds a home. Okay? Oh, please understand that it brings me so much happiness and joy that this is why you do what you do. And yeah, somebody might pay like, a little If there's $20 profit on top of something, it's going to guys like this. Okay? That's why we can do it. That's so freaking beautiful. And it's okay to ask. Do you understand that? Let's be reasonable. Let's ask kind of like this guy did. Hey, but it's okay. It's goofballs. That's so cute. Good for you. Good for you, sir. Ma'am, whoever you are. Nerdy wrote to us. Okay. And the good news is, here's why you work with a guy like that. Here's why you do. He's sitting there with the tubs and the substrate and the desire, ready to go. I believe him. I know him. This isn't a rando one-offer fell out of the sky guy. You guys know him and love him. Nerdy wrote to us. Okay, are you guys, who's paying attention this morning? Give me 5 people that are paying attention to what I'm talking about here. Okay, we're going to talk about stuff that's affordable here in a minute. Okay, you guys paying attention? Catherine is, Penny is, Losty is, Niffer. That wasn't Nerdy. Nerdy, I'm going to read one. Niffer is, Joey is, Billy is, RX has got ears on. Free, I don't know. He's still saying hello to everybody. Okay, thanks, guys. Nerdy wrote to us. Thank you, Pops. I can't wait to pay it forward. He won a prize yesterday, right? He's sending in his address. By the way, fellas and ladies, 3 people won prizes yesterday. Only 2 sent Pops their address. I'm having ethical issues because I don't want to take that prize away and put it back. I want that person to still send me their address. But I don't want to call them out in front of everybody and tell you who it was. So if you remember winning yesterday, but you didn't send me your address, please do. We know for sure Nerdy did, okay? So now it's down to 2. Who was it? Thank you, Pops. I can't wait to pay it forward with the contents of this new package. So far I'm held on to it because this person that won's new, never won her before, so they don't know the rules. The rules are, Mike Couture, would you please give me your address? Okay. I just called you out. Mikey, you have to send me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net. Please do it today, and then I'll get it out to you. Okay? We're giving you an extra day. Thank you, Pops. I can't wait to pay it forward with the contents of this new package. I also want to give you, by midnight or it's over. No names mentioned, Bridgie. I didn't mention anybody's name, okay? Mike says he tried to find it. See, I knew there was a reason. We're not cutting his throat for no reason, okay? You'll find it if you try a little harder, Mike. It's out there. All right. I also wanted to give you an update on those blue spawn capsules. This is coming from Nerdy. I've taken 1 a day. See, now I'm turning this into a commercial, but there's a reason. Usually Pops doesn't do commercials here. He tries to stay away from that, and you guys know where to go when you need to get whatever you got to get. We're going to start calling these bluebirds. That's Brock's name for them. Brock makes these. We're going to talk about this in just a moment, but let me read this to you. I also wanted to give you an update on those blue spawn capsules I got from you in the last package. I've taken 1 a day with my multivitamin in the morning, and I've had 5 of them so far. This is a fantastic report. I've given away a lot of spawn capsules and asked for reports. This is probably the best. I think Anthony Thornton sent me a really good report. Anyways, he goes on. I was surprised to actually feel it a little those first few days. And I'm certain the feeling wasn't a placebo effect. I know what it feels like when I have a little more than a microdose. And that's exactly how it felt. I'm honestly surprised since I was under the impression that it might be less potent. Anyway, they are definitely working. My mood is up, and I wouldn't hesitate to recommend spawn capsules to others in the future. We're taking advantage of this email because we have just done this. We're talking about pricing now. We're talking about trying to get people help at a price that makes sense. How are we making these? We're making these from spawn. We're not spending another 40 days getting it all the way through the colonizing process, turning it into fruit, grinding it in from fruit into capsules, and then actually making capsules out of the fruit itself. This is way earlier in the process. This is when it's just, he's going to grab a jar and show us again. And you guys know this because you've been talking to a lot. You've watched him freeze dry some of his spawn, etc. Well, he's harvesting spawn, and he's making spawn capsules. It's a particularly proprietary process, and it's not like you can just do this. I mean, you can do it at home, but you have to have the right equipment, and you have to have the right process. So
temperament for temperature.
Yeah, there's even when you're, thank you very much. So he's taking it from this point, not even fruiting, but he's making sure that it's pinned out, making sure that it started to fruit. Why? Because we have also learned in our own processing, if we just take our spawn, and normally when we're growing our spawn and colonizing it, we colonize it in the dark at 78 degrees. Thus simulating it being underground and in the dark. And that's how you should colonize your spawn. Tricky. If you want to get, at that point, we have found out that spawn, in terms of having psilocybin content in it, is fairly inert. It has very little, if any, psilocybin content that we could ingest and actually experience, because we tried. So what you'll do, I'm telling you a big trick right now, okay? One of the biggest things that you need to do to get psilocybin into your spawn pre-grind is you need to put a light cycle on it. 12 on and 12 off. Your jars will continue to colonize. They'll colonize slower than if we'd have left them in the dark. But if we take our temperatures and move it to about a 76, and we start colonizing at a 12 on and 12 off, a light cycle, it begins to build psilocybin in the spawn itself. And the spawn itself now has an active ingredient in it that we go and farm out. Now, the farming out process, you have to do two things. Once he's taken it out, he hasn't really shown you one of the first steps. We will heat it. We have to heat it up to about 120 degrees. And then after heating it, then we'll go back and we'll freeze dry it. After freeze drying it, then we have to take it and we have to grind it. And this is a key. This is a lighting, any natural lighting will do, Catherine. Whatever lighting you use for your tubs, use the same lighting for your jars. Now, we've got this, now we sit here with, this is ground up spawn. This is his spawn after he's ground it up and processed it, okay? There's something incredibly important for us to tell everybody about this. This is not going to be the same as ground up. Hey, B, do you have a jar of ground up fruit?
Yeah, hold on.
He's our capsule maker, so he has all the, you should see his little area. He's got jars and jars, and it's all labeled. And you are the man, my friend. Ground up fruit, ground up spawn. Okay? So that's the fruit, that's the spawn. Fruit, you virtually at the holistic level never have a problem with. This is going to always work out great for you. The spawn, let's remember, we've taken this straight off of the grain. Unfortunately, in today's world, we're experiencing people with gluten issues, people with grain allergies, right? So I would caution anybody. I personally don't know what that feels like to have an allergic reaction to grain. I love grains. But if you have any kind of grain issues, grain allergies, anything like that, you're not going to want to play with the spawn capsules. You're not going to want those. Okay? So avoid them if you have, or don't be passing them out to people that you know have grain allergies. Because at the end of the day, even though we're taking as much of the mycelium off of the grain as possible, just the fact that we've ground it up means that there's going to be some grain base in here, unfortunately. Okay? What that does too is it makes, if I took a capsule, a regular 0-size capsule, and I filled it pretty tight, usually I can get about 200 milligrams in one capsule. If I use the same capsule and I'm putting this in, usually comes out to around 400 milligrams. So you're actually getting a little more of the dose in the same size capsule as a regular micro capsule. So in a way, you're taking a double dose when you're taking a single dose, when you're taking spawn. And yet, we see it acts like just about a micro. So does that mean it takes double to equal a single on flour capsule? Maybe. Maybe. We haven't really done all of that. The research is still out on it. But we're feeling like this one here, even though it weighs a little more, is going to equal this one here, the fruit one, even though it weighs a little bit less. Is all of this clicking for all of us here so far? Okay. While it's a commercial at the same time, we're learning a lot about, how we process. I can tell you guys, I'm very aware of how to do this because I actually, about 2 years ago, on a trip, I'm from California, and in Irvine, California, there's a vitamin making company, and one of their supplements is mushrooms, and this is exactly how they do it on a large commercial scale. And I actually got the opportunity to take a tour of their facility, right? So I've seen it working on this massive scale, and I'm like, how can I recreate that at home? How can I do it? How can I do it? How can I do it? And we're working on it. We've been putting the equipment together and the opportunity together, setting Brock up to do it. And we're starting to think that this may be something. This may take us to this edge. Let me explain. It costs more. Isn't it? Does it make sense that it costs more to process this capsule than it does to process that capsule? This takes more. I have more electricity. I have more time on rent on the building. So there's more overhead. There's more labor. There's more, I have to add substrate. I have to add liners. I have to add fruit. Dehydrators. I have to do the labor to get it all. You get all of this other stuff done. And we feel like, man, if we're at about a break-even point, it's about $1 a capsule. About 4 years ago, I had a friend, San Diego mycology guy. San Diego mycology. He was working with me. That was new. How much should we sell capsules for? In San Diego, this is about 3 years ago, so I don't know anymore because I don't keep my finger on the pulse. They were selling capsules like this, $4 a piece. And people thought they were getting a deal because they were used to paying $5.
$4 a capsule?
A microdose capsule. A good, that's fresh fruit, well done. $5 a cap. And then we're going to sell it for $4. Or we're making them, we're really doing something. $4 a capsule. Who am I ripping off? Yeah, he was doing it to make a living. Yeah, he was living in San Diego in a very, very nice house, and he was, you got it. You got the picture. Yeah. There was a dock out front. Yeah, that's how come I knew him, because we both like boats. Yeah. We can do it for $1 and feel very safe and like we haven't done anybody wrong. I'm getting together with Brock. These are less. These are less, even though we feel like they're about equal. It would be fair if we said, let's get $1 each for these, wouldn't it? No. Not in our company. No. It doesn't cost us as much to make them. It's not as involved. It's something we want you to try. We think 25 for 15 is fair. 25 for 15 is fair. It costs us about $7 or $8 to put the package together. I don't mind giving Brock $7 for doing this. I don't think he's ripping anybody off. And don't buy it if you're not agreeing with that. The idea there is we know it works. We know we're helping people. I think 7's pretty fair. So the commercial is on. Anyways, why do we do this? Not to make money. We want to get more out there. And you guys are going to start giving it away. You know, man, I could afford to give one of these away. Now this is, and more people, and more, and more. Okay? So if it sounds like, oh, he's trying to, that will never be our motive. All right. And then all I had to do this morning was reach out to my buddy, Censored Citizen Scientist, who runs our site. He's our IT guy. Send him a deal, and boop, it's already posted. It's already on there. The DetroitMushLab.net. Okay? And don't think the kid doesn't work hard at it. Like we all do. Let's do a giveaway. I want to do a first, a never winner before giveaway. We're going to do 2 quick giveaways right in a row. Then we're going to do a little reading, and then we're going to do one more giveaway. The giveaway is going to be kind of fun, I think. Let's see if we can have fun. Never winner befores. You know how this one's going to go. You can answer one time only. One time only. And I'm going to ask you to pick a color. After about 30 or 40 seconds, I'm going to spin, and whoever got that colors correct moves forward. Never winner befores only. Please only give me a color if you've never won before. Okay? So we've got red and violet and green and orange and blue and yellow. So go ahead and you guys pick your colors. I'm seeing blue and green from Flying Wing, and Aaron's saying yellow. Cody's saying yellow. Glastron's got a violet. ST's going blue. Greenie Killer's violet. Cappy's red. Matthew's orange. Look at all our never winner befores. We got to get it. We need you guys to win something. Here we go. Yellows and oranges and blues and yellows. And Ego, get out of here. We don't like that color. And then Blanky knows he's not a never winner before. And here we go, Chilbert. Chilbert's in orange. Now, Chilbert, if you win, I can't send it to the UK, but I still want you to win. So here we go. I'm doing it. I'm spinning it. That was enough. Now you guys are giving fake colors. Here we go. Violet. Who said violet? Some of you guys keep track of this for me. I know that. Who said violet? Nerd Nature usually knows. Violet. All the violet people are moving forward. Violet people moving forward. Who said violet? Chartreuse alternator. Violeters. Anybody that had a violet. Okay? Anybody? We're waiting. I haven't seen one person claim to have. I saw someone say violet, but I don't know who. Who said violet? Spin to win. Who said Violet? Glastron and Green Killer. Green Killer and Glastron. There, you guys keep track of this stuff well. Thank you. Green Killer and Glastron. Glastrons. ST, are you sure? No one else said you did. Green Killer and Glastron. Green Killer and Glastron. Okay, Green Killer and Glastron. Those are the three. Those are the two. Okay? Green Killer, you're 1. Glastron, you're 3. 2 is a respin. 1. Which one was it? Glastron or Green Killer? Green Killer, who did I say was first? Green Killer? Was this Greenie? I forget which one I said first. Green Killer. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Okay, Green Killer. Greenie, are you ready? Green Killer is number 1. Okay, good enough. Wait for it. Actually, I'll do it over here. Let me do it over here. Here we go. Okay, I gotta set this up. Okay, I'm gonna set this up. Hold everything. First of all, just so you know, that this is gonna be in your pack. You're gonna get a 5-pack of those. You're also gonna get that fella right there. So that's going to you, Green Killer. That's in your box automatically. But then we're gonna want you to play a game. Watch this. Watch this. You ready, Greenie? It's game time. See these? They're 2 grams, 2.5 grams, 3 grams, 3.5 grams, 4 grams. What we're going to do is we're going to turn these over. And we're going to shuffle them. We're going to shuffle them up real good. Okay, all of them, shuffling them up. We've turned them over, shuffling them up. We're going to pull 3 out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Which one do you want? We're going to add this to your box. A 1, a 2, or a 3. Which one are you going with? We're waiting on Green Killer. A 1, 2, or a 3. You guys are all playing. This is fun. You know it's fun. This is like you're guessing as if you were on Let's Make a Deal. Okay? No whammies. Pop! So which one are we going for? Green Killer's going with number 2. Well, let's go with the one that you didn't pick. You didn't pick the 4.0. I'm sorry you didn't pick the 4.0. Which other one didn't you pick? Let's see. It was this one. Oh, you could have got a 2.5. Could have got the 2.5. But you went with the number 2. The number 2? Yeah, you did pretty good, pal. You got the 3.5er. Okay? Boop. 3.5 being added to your box. This box right here. That's exactly how to win if you've never won before. Am I right? That's how to win if you've never won before. That was a pretty good one. He pulled the 3.5 out. Oh, Vegas, that's so sweet of you. Okay, thank you. Tell me somebody liked the game. I know, Vincent. Who's doing game shows at home? Who's doing game shows in their basement? This is so silly. Okay, so the best part is you guys are like, oh, go take the 3, it's pregnant. Okay, okay. Let's go back to the capsules, the spawn capsules, for a brief moment. Not to continue a commercial, but because we also have, from a mycology / marketing point of view, Brock was asking an incredibly good question of me this morning. Of course, I had my answer, but it's only my answer. We're looking, and I said, I will ask the group, and we'll see what the group thinks. Group think. Okay, so Brock is doing the spawn, right? And we know that he's doing it, he's basically taking it as it's myceliated grain. He's grinding it after processing, and then he's removing as much, I mean, he goes through 4 different sifting processes. 4 different sifting processes to try to get it as clean and pure from as much of the grain out as possible. What grain, Pop? Well, let's remember, we use different grains as substrates. He does too. We use rice. We use, actually 4 here. We use rice. We use millet. We use oats. And we use rye. So, in reality, when we're doing a spawn grind, does it matter to you as the end user which grain it had been colonized on pre-grind and pre-capsulized? Does that matter? Is it something that needs to be like, oh, by the way, this is oats? Because he has it matched and cataloged. The other thing is, does it matter? The strain. See, I'm with you, Vegas. My answer was no to him. But by the same token, I'm not the end user. So he's like, oh, Pops, am I supposed to say which grain it came from? The base. Same thing. Does the strain matter? I'll give you an example. These right here are CR. They came from his Colorado Rust. Okay? Colorado Rust spawn. But he has other spawns, other strains. Do we need to catalog this as CR? Or pre-fruiting, are they all pretty much the same? And we could just mix them all together. And it wouldn't matter as long as we talk about it's grain-based and there's psilocybin in it. So help us out with that one. Brock is literally standing by right now looking for...
Shake, got my answer. Shake it more, shake it all together. Shake it more, shake it all together.
What are you doing? You're creeping me out. What's he
Shaking the spawn
doing?
together. Shaking the spawn together. It's all together.
Oh, you are shaking it
For
together?
the homogeneity.
Did you decide to do
I
that
decided
already?
to do that on IG. Pops and I posted this, and because you guys are all like, absolutely. So it's all
shake. You already got your answer. I'm sitting here looking for an answer. You already got it.
Because of your answer.
No, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I was like, all right, let's do that, guys.
Okay.
That's a great answer.
So at
guys.
this point, I like that word, homogenized.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great answer, guys.
Working it. Good job, kid.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. So it's homogenized. We don't know. We're not telling you what grain it came from, and we're not sure exactly which of the strains it is. It's just all really good. Okay? That's your answer. All right? And if you have any issues with grains or you're worried about it, the celiacs or anything like that, maybe you just avoid this particular thing. Okay? Ruff was dancing too, Jesus. Yes, he was right over there. And he was like doing this whole thing. Anytime Brock Ruff dances. Just happens. Okay. Let's do another giveaway. We're going to do, this one's going to be fun. Okay? Can you feel the love tonight? Can you feel the love tonight? Who wrote that? Elton John, right? They consider that his top... First of all, there's a million lists. So don't hold me to it. But I just grabbed one list. Okay? Elton John. Elton John was who we started our music morning with. Elton John, can you feel the love tonight? I feel like a Lion King sometimes. Well, Lion King's number 1 on this list of top 10 Elton John hits. I didn't pick that one. You guys name the one I did pick. Go. Top 10 Elton John hits on this list. There's different lists all over the place. Okay? Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, Candle, Rocket Man, Benny and the Jets, dancing, oh my God, yes he was. Tiny Dancer, Daniel, oh I love Daniel. That's not on the list, darn it. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Crocodile Rock, Don't Let the Sun Go Down, Candle in the Rocket Man, Candle, Rocket Man, Saturday Night. Okay, here it comes, I see it coming, Rocket Man. Philadelphia Freedom. Pretty appropriate that Forget Free Men said it. Philadelphia Freedom. Forget Freeman. Freeman, you got it correct. Can You Feel the Love Tonight's number 1. I guess that's why they call it the blues is number 2. That's What Friends Are For, number 3. The One, number 4. Candle in the Wind, number 5. Little Genie, number 6. Philadelphia Freedom, 7. Hold Me Closer, 8. Yellow Brick Road, 9. And I cut off the list accidentally, so I don't know which one 10 is. But we got it with Freedom. Freeman and Freedom. Let's do this. Hold it. We're gonna play games, pal. First of all, we already know, Freeman, you're getting that. Okay? You're also gonna get that guy. Okay? Well, that's automatic. Now let's see what you really get. We're gonna put 3 of them down in front of you. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 bags in front of Freeman. Which one is he gonna pick? 1, 2, or 3? Freeman! A 1, 2, or 3, Freeman! I don't know why I'm talking like that. Freeman! Waiting on you. A 1, a 2, or a 3? Now you guys go ahead and pick which one you think would be. Here we go. I'm feeling awfully free, man. Here we go. Which one are we? Freeman, I'm waiting on you, laghead. Come on. Where is it? 4. Wesley wants a 4. Freeman! Gosh, which one is it, Free? Come on, Freeman. I'm going to have to pick one for you. Can you feel the love, Freeman? Okay, my hand's getting tired flying back and forth. Number 2, Freeman's going 2. Had he said 1, it would have been the 4.0. 4.0. Freeman, you didn't get that one. Freeman, what other one didn't you get? You didn't get this one. The 3.0. Darn it, you didn't get that one either. What one did you get? This is the 2. You're not complaining. You got the 2.5. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, Freeman. So we're going to take that, we're going to put it in that box, and we're going to call it good. Freeman, I need your address at the DetroitMushLab.net. And we'll send that out to Philadelphia Freeman, right, Woz? Okay? Heck yeah, that's a good box regardless. That's a great box. Freeman, hey, are we having fun? I am. I'm having fun doing this. The whole time I'm putting the boxes together, I'm like, this is going to be fun. And I was right. You guys know, whenever one of you host tea and you're giving this stuff away, you're like, this is fun. It is. It's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Okay? A whole barrel. We're going to read one little thing at you guys. All right? One tiny little thing at you. We did our mycology talk of today. We did our mycology lesson through our commercial and talking about ground spawn. And I'll also say this to people. If you end up picking up some ground spawn from us, and you're not feeling like it worked for you, let us know. We'll take care of it. In other words, full refund. I'm not looking to hurt anybody. I'm looking to move. I mean, we have a call from a guy, an email from a guy, man, I just can't quite afford it. I'm like, well, maybe you can afford this. Let's get something in that price line that works, for man, people are on some really limited incomes, and then the government finds ways to cut that and stuff too. So you have to believe we feel that. Okay? We're taking action, and if you're taking action, if you're not taking action, we're in our book for a moment, just a quick moment. Then we're going to do a final giveaway, but I feel like I just want to get back on the groove of remembering how important it is to do our best. I will tell you, I get very proud when I see, just like, for example, you guys do it too. When you see your children, they're in a basketball game, and he shoots the shot, and it misses. And he comes to the sidelines, and he's crushed. And you tell him, man, it doesn't matter. You did your best. You really mean it. And it's true. He doesn't know it yet. They're still getting programmed. The program that they were taught was if you didn't score, you suck. We're reprogramming them. I watched you do your best. And I want you to know, I saw it, and I love seeing you do your best, daughter. I love seeing you do your best, son. We'll do map tomorrow. I like that idea for you. We'll do the map tomorrow. When you do your best, here's what happens. You learn to accept yourself. You're like, that literally was my best. I wanted to be when I was a kid, I wanted to be one of the big things. It still is. I still, if I could go back and push a genetic new button, you guys wouldn't even believe what I would want to be if I could, when I grow up. Still. It's romantic. It's my idea of what it would have been. If I could go back to be like in my mom's womb, and I could rearrange my genetic makeup, I'd come out about 6'4", 240, 250 pounds. I could run the 40 in 4.4 or 4.5 seconds. And I'd want to be the middle linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams. That's all I ever wanted to be, was a middle linebacker. Shut up, Steve. Did not want to be a used car salesman. I turned out to be one of those, but I sold something besides cars. I wanted to be like this big, huge linebacker guy, but fast and athletic. I turned out to be this wispy little corner that gets burned by John Elway. I didn't, okay, well, maybe I can sneak my way into rugby because small and fast works. So I wasn't anything close to the genetic makeup that I wanted to be. Not even close. Oh, I wanted to be a boxer too, free, in the Marine Corps when I first joined the Marines. So you guys heard my story. Yeah, I'm gonna represent the United States in the next Olympics as a boxer. Not so fast, my friends. I wasn't a very good boxer. Look at these things. It's just sweet of you guys to talk about what you always wanted to be. See, we go back and there was things that, and you know what happens? We sort of blame ourselves. Right, Penny? Singers. I wanted to be short and fast. Vegas. To work for the DEA. This is neat, just to hear you guys say the things you wished you could have done and been. Do you remember that story? Free, it was a funny story. It's a true story. Oh, Pops. My boxing career. Singer, musician, or veterinarian. Oh, veterinarian is so sweet. I'm mentioning all of this because you guys are getting in touch right now. There's sort of a little spell going on here. We're getting in touch with, gosh, what did I really want to be? I wanted to be a linebacker for the Rams. You guys wanted to be all this other really neat stuff. Some of which, like, oh yeah, I kind of wanted to be that too, but not as much as I wanted to be a linebacker. Free wanted to be a pilot. Free, you're being a pilot now, you fly drones. Ocean biologist. Your therapist asked you this the other week. This is good therapy to do, Paige, and I'll tell you why. because you didn't be what you wanted to be. That's not who you are right now. Very, very, very few people came out to be what they wanted to be. Very few. And you know what happens when that happens? We blame ourselves. We blame ourselves. It's our fault. What did I do wrong? I wasn't smart enough. So many things, and we blame ourselves. And then once we blame ourselves, now we're living in a place of guilt, judgment, and regret. And it's so normal. 99.9% of all humans are doing that. I can tell you that I did. Where I'm different today, and this is true, this is just true. We're going to do a final giveaway in a second. I want you to own this, what I'm about to say. I still take it back sometimes. I still take it personal sometimes. I still make assumptions, and I get in terrible arguments with my friends. At the end of I had an argument with Tad the other day. At the end of that argument, all we could do is both of us clean it up, re-communicate. No, that isn't what I meant. This is what I meant. You meant, I meant, you meant, we meant, it meant, they meant. God, I love you. You know what we did there? We did our best. At the end of all the other mistakes that we made, did our best. Did our best to communicate, did our best to say, this is what I really meant, this is how I felt, this is what was going on. Oh, this is why, now that I think about it, this is why I even said that. I'm getting in touch with, and we did our best. That's what you do. When you do your best, guess what happens? We learn to accept ourselves. At the end of that, for example, I'm like, I accept how we handled that. I accept it. We did our best. I love that guy. I even love me. We just had a difference of opinion. It took a minute to clear it up. But you have to be aware and you have to learn from your mistakes. I texted him the next morning. Hey, I just want to let you know. This is a true story. You can ask Dad. I wrote him the next morning. I said, I just wanted to let you know. I learned from yesterday. He's like, man, I'm glad to hear from you. I did too. And he's off to work and I'm off to tea. We learn from our mistakes if we did our best. If not, we're going to repeat it. Thanks for not knocking me out, Tad. Ego says, learning from your mistakes means that you practice. You can't learn from your mistake and just do it one time. You practice. You practice goodness and kindness. You practice apology. You practice learning from your mistakes. You look honestly at the results. And then you keep practicing. Was that a result I'm okay with? Our result, mine and Tad's, I'm okay with the result. I'm really okay with that. Matter of fact, I'm really proud of us. Old Tad, old Pops might not be friends over something so minor. So incredibly minor. And it all started because Pops was in a bad mood, not Tad. Pops was the bad mood guy. Let's not forget that. Pop started out spilling most of the hot dog water. So Sherry, yes, it's important that I practice what I preach. My awareness was increased. I wasn't aware 10 years ago if I did something like that. I'm right. I'm moving on. F that guy. Screw it. I don't know how many bridges I burned and how many friends I lost. Hags, you're right. We're actually deeper friends now. So, do your best. You know, you could have a fight with your wife and your husband and still come out doing your best. Nobody said don't be human. What we're asking from each other is to do our best. I love you, Tad. Very, very much. He's such a sweet, good man. Good man. To the core. Good person. So, let's do a final giveaway. Ready? Let's do our final giveaway. I love you guys. Isn't this a beautiful place to live? Right where we are. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay? You guys ready for this one? Thank you, Daddy. We're still going to do Elton John. A little bit of Elton John left, all right? Elton John's been around for a long time. A long, long time. What year, if more than 2 or 3 of you answer right away, I'm going to go to a spin to win. But what year was the first year of Elton John's first hit? Elton John's first hit. What year? 67. I saw a 68 earlier. 67. We've got a 1970. That's one of the answers. And then 64. And a 70. And a, okay, hold on. Hold everything. What year was his first? Okay. See, some of you guys have the answer. This is good. We're going to do a spin to win here coming up. I'll tell you who all's in. Keep on answering. Keep answering. I'm up to 5 people that have it correct so far. 5 winners so far. Moving forward to the spin to win round. I just want one more. There it is. There it is. Okay, I'm going to tell you the answer is 1970. 1970. Okay? His album was released in 1969. The album Empty Sky. And it was featuring songs by John and Bernie Taupin. The recording itself, the LP, failed to catch on. But Your Song, the song Your Song, which is the one we played earlier today, hit the charts in 1970. It was the first of all of Elton John's songs to hit the charts, and Anthony has it correct. It's Your Song. So let me tell you the 6 winners. The 6 people that had 1970 first on my screen that I saw. American one. American one, you're going to be the red. Staggering Productions, violet. Paige. Paige is the green one. Trevor, orange one. Got me. Matthew Battle, you're the yellow one. So here we go. We're going to do a spin, and one of you 6 1970 knowledgers are going to win. Who is that? That's Staggering Productions. Staggering Productions won this one. Nice job, Staggering. Stags, stick around, because you got to make a guess now. Here you go. First of all, let's get you going here. Okay? Here we go. Stags, you're going to get this. Automatic. A 5-pack. And you're going to get this cute fruit. Okay, that's Hillbilly, by the way. You're going to get that. But you're also going to get 1, 2, or 3. Which of them do you want, Stags? A 1, a 2, or a 3? Which one? Here we go. Is it 3? Is it 2? Here is it 1? If you guys had won, which one would you have picked? Which one would you guys have picked? Would you pick the 1? The 2? Oh, Staggering's going with the 1. Okay, well, let's see what the 2 is. Looks like the 2 is the 3.0. Looks like the 2 is a 3.0. Anybody want to see the 3? We don't care what the 3 is, right? Forget the 3. No, I think do you guys want to see the 3? Who wants to see yeah, you guys want to see the 3. That's a 2.0. I have a feeling Stags may have gone big. Boo. 4.0. 4.0. Stags, you got the big one. You nailed it. So let's put that in your box. You know what was the number 1? All 3 rounds, right? You guys noticed that? Huh? I was being tricky. We kept that 4.0 at the number 1 spot the whole time. Stags is like, I think it's going to be back in that number 1 spot. Okay, I'm pretty darn sure. Staggy, give me your address at the DetroitMushLab.net, and we'll get this sent to you. Okay, my friend? Did you guys have fun today? Because I got to be darn honest, tell you I did. I had a lot. And then I also got serious because I want you guys to know it's okay to be human as long as you do your best. As long as you practice. Practice. Even if you've made a mistake, you can fix it fast. Practice, practice, practice. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's human. Not human. Nobody. It's what do you do about it? And it's what kind of a leader are you to your family and friends? Are you the example of the guy that said, you know what? I got to fix that. Or are you the example of the guy that holds on to it forever and I'm a creepy cranky? It's up to you. We know which direction we're going to go in here. And we know why we're here. We're here to learn how to do this better. Pops, peace, love. Scroll me out of here. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Should I do this? We'll do boxes or bags again tomorrow. Let's do boxes or bags again tomorrow. I'm having so much fun pretending I'm Monty Hall. You know what? If they still had one of those Monty Hall positions open somewhere in Hollywood, would you guys vote for Pops to be the MC? Come on, man. I hope you guys would watch Me City. Vegas, I know you would. Of course you're watching. Ego and forget Freeman and Anthony. Human here. Catherine, an American one. And Jesus Christ on a crutch. Kimberly, thank you, dear. Censored and Parker. That's who we are. Jolie and Sherry. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Sherry. The Waz. I like that name, The Waz. Liddy Ladram, Mike Barry Ball, MVP. You always are. That's my sense of you, M. Hank Derbs, the Derby Derb Derberton. Nipper, I love you. Keep sharing. The more you share, universe just pours stuff on you. It's weird. James, free, have a great day. Censor, thanks for your help this morning. Justin and Wes and MVP and Aaron. RX, loving you. Benny Ben, Herbie Von Werby Kebab. Ego, TM, Builder Yerwi. No, never go back, Bill, never. Brian Z, Penny Pack, Niffer. Exception. We're gonna play games tomorrow. Exception. TM, I'll run for mayor tomorrow. Jolie and Hags, love that guy. Stuff, love that guys. Mike Barry Ball and Parker. Wes and Joey Fortunato. And you know what? I'd like to be president of the Homegrown Mycology Association in 2024. Okay? Catherine and James Linville. And you know what I would do? I would bring in price control. No, you can't charge that much for that. Okay? Clean Grow. James Linville, Michael, Cappy, Waz in Vegas. Free. Moms. There she is. Kim and Sandy. Kim, you're fleeky. Lexington, Felix the cat. Nerdy. Nerderton and MDK and Mikey and Herbie Von Werby Kebab. And Parker and Royce. Driving that Royce Rolls Royce. Yeah. And Blanky and MDK and Sandman. 22 days. Ooh, Sandman, I'm gonna see you soon. Oh, yes. That's beautiful. Flying Wing and Jonathan Taylor, I'd vote back. You can be my vice president. Troop and Droop and Abner. Abner turned in from Venezuela. Abner, please come here tomorrow. Tune in at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, our time, and we're going to throw donuts at you, Abner. I promise. You're going to get a bunch of donuts. Laura, have a divine day. Laura, you're so divine. Jesus Christ, never say goodbye. Big Al and Marilyn. Marilyn, you're a sweetheart. Marilyn, you need a hug this morning. You do. Watch this. That was for you, Marilyn. You needed that. So did I. Matthew and Michael and Trevor and Marshall and Paige and Mike and James. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here. B and Martial Artist and Jimmy Max and Royce and Censored and MVP. Herbie Never Gouge. Vegas, you be wonderful. Mike and Jesus Christ. That's all you need. Man, wouldn't that be cool if we could fly to Australia on an IKA pass? Royce and Choopy and Big Al and Sid and Exception and Herbie and Kimberly and Royce and Overjoyed. And forget Freeman and Cap and James Linville, please be here. You're never going to be sorry. Nipper and Mike and MVP and RQ and TM. And Jesus Christ, don't worry. I was never going to. As a matter of fact, I feel like if I tried, my hands would just pass right through you. Because you're not really there, okay? So have a great day. Have a great day. Hug a Marilyn in your life. Pops, peace. See you guys here tomorrow.